Some intriguing matchups on the floor tonight. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now the starting group for the visitors. R.J. Barrett out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Dylan Brooks. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Powell in at the 4. They've got Jordan Clarkson, and it's the Machine in at the 3 spot. Grant, both defenses will have their work cut out for them here against these two high-powered offenses.
Get your popcorn ready. There should be a ton of scoring, but I'm also looking to see which team can bring the most intensity on defense. In the end, that will be the deciding factor in this one. Here we go.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked it in off the glass.
Very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
The prodigy passes to Mr. Incredible. And he drains the turnaround, Jay.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
On the wing, Brooks. Powell outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. From 18 feet away, Clarkson grabs a miss. Here's the Machine, guarded by Barrett. No shot by the Machine, no good. First quarter, just over a minute played. To the middle. Powell passes to Brooks. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by Clarkson. Going all the way to the rack. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First team foul. At the line for 2, number 34.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And he can't hit the second. We've seen our fair share of NBA players from the UK. Is Anunoby the most successful, you think?
Well, B.A., how about this? I mean, he's the first player from the United Kingdom to win an NBA championship. Back in 2019, he was part of that Raptors championship. And think about this. He has now turned himself into that coveted, elite defensive player on the wing, so needed in today's NBA.
The Machine. His shot is good.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Brooks. Now Olynyk. Outside Barrett. Down low. Releases. Powell's shot is off.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
To the left wing. To the inside. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and just miss after miss right now.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Here's Mr. Incredible, and the shot's good. Mr. Incredible's got his second basket.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail. Then with the offense reeling, coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
As we get deeper into the season, the Eastern Conference standings are really taking shape. Let's take a look. Here around the midway point, they've proven to be a top 3 team in their conference. Here's Powell. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
Well, Powell's low post game, growing by leaps and bounds, does a great job getting around the defense.
It's stolen by Olynyk. All alone on the break. Here's Brooks. Finished off the break.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Clarkson passes to the prodigy. Here's the machine. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Olynyk.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Clarkson. Brooks outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. It's Barrett on the wing. Off the mark there with a 3. Gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Here's the machine. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Gone 3 of 8 so far. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up and banks it in.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
To the paint. Mr. Incredible, no good. Shooting around 44% in this opening quarter. Barrett against Clarkson. Now here's Barrett. The D's right on him. Clarkson with the defensive effort.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Powell pulls it in.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Here's Barrett. Tipped. Pass to the prodigy. Clarkson outside. Beyond the arc. Fires in the triple.
Well, give Jordan Clarkson a ton of credit. He has worked tirelessly on this shot.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Tipped away. Oh, Brooks with the steal. There's the block. Here's Clarkson, and he converts the layup. Clarkson's got 5 points.
How about Jordan Clarkson, the ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play?
Well, now that we're into the thick of things here this season, Grant, we start to get a clear picture of how these teams are going to look this season.
Yeah, B.A., this is where it really all starts to come into focus. Off-season trades have either paid off or fizzled, and squads have had time to bond and really get stronger.
These shooting guards have been so sharp at the charity stripe of late. The 2K leaderboard showing the best free throw shooters over the last 10 games. Jordan Clarkson, 3rd.
And 2 guard is a position where you'll find a number of great free throw shooters. These guys are the best of the best.
You know, that's a very steady bunch at the line, no doubt about that. In any kind of clutch situation, if it's one of those players shooting the big free throw, you can be sure he's going to come through.
Well, from broadcasting to team ownership, heading USA basketball, Grant, what drives you to do so much these days?
Well, B.A., I'm an active guy, and I had a great playing career. But the things I wasn't able to do because of the injury, I think, left me even more motivated to excel and try new things in this next chapter of my life.
And so he makes both from the line.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
With his first shot attempt. The prodigy can't hit.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul, 2nd team foul. Shooting for the away team. Number 3, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both. Gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Clarkson outside. Here's Mr. Incredible, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's Scrub. Pass to Alexander. Uses the glass on the layup.
Assistant, Scrub.
So it's the home team now, leading by 5.
Yeah, they were swept in this matchup last season, running against expectations.
First personal foul, second team foul. At the line for your home team, Bradley.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Pass to Alexander Walker. And the layup is good off the glass. Got 8 of 13 attempts to go. Here's the machine. Here's the 3. Good work defensively by Dort.
Excellent job of closing out on that 3.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
Yep, count it.
Guys, that's about hustle. That is Lou Dort wanting it more than anyone else on the floor.
Pass to the machine. The shot that time not on target.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Here's Alexander Walker. Clock at 6. Dort outside. Takes the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Dort's got his second bucket on the night.
Boy, tremendous job having hands ready, feet prepared. Catch and shoot opportunity for Lou Dort is good.
Here's Mr. Incredible. 6 points for him. Pass to Ramos. Jacks up a 3. He drops it from range.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
That's a three-pointer. Dwight Ramos into the lineup for your home team.
Shooting only 42% to get this one going. 1:49 left in the first quarter of the game. Got a piece of it. Here's Clarkson. And the layup falls. Clarkson's got 7 points.
You got to bring more fire than that to stop Clarkson. He's a pro at fending off tight defense.
Here's Scrub. There's the drive. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2. Shooting an excellent 56% in this quarter. The machine. His shot is good. Give him 8. Here's Scrub. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Dort outside. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Wow, Dort showing off that incredible strength as he takes it right to the rack for a slam.
Here's Clarkson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal
No
foul.
debate there. He got hammered.
At the line for your home team, Jordan Clarkson. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And at this stage of his career, Clarkson really knows his role. A highly effective scorer who looks to decimate defenses.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Scrub. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
That one misses. Back in 2017, two-way contracts started in the NBA. created more opportunities, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. Chris Boucher signing one of the first two-ways back in 2017. I mean, he was a huge success story for this system. Chris signing a big contract during the 2022 free agency period.
34 seconds left in the first quarter here. No shot by the machine, no good. The machine's gone just 1 for 4 from deep. Alexander Walker with the bucket.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Here's the machine. Dort defending. Here's the eraser. Misses the three. And here comes the break. Here's Dort. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's the eraser. 2 on the clock. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Up 1. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
They're getting a big contribution from the bench already.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs. And credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
So it's the home team now. We've got Dwight Powell. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with R.J. Barrett. Then there's Lou Dort, and it's Olynyk in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. We saw him with 29 points in his last game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
The great, the pass to the machine. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 4 rebounds now.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Here's Barrett. No good on the fadeaway.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Here's the great. No made baskets yet. Ramos, the pass to the machine. They get it again. The great. And at last, they get one to fall.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box out.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Pass to the eraser. Here's the machine. Dort defending. Here's the machine. Dort grabs the miss.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Brooks, he's checked in for Dort.
The away team, Dylan Brooks.
Got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Barrett. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Barrett's got his first bucket in this one.
For a good offensive player, you've got to take what the defense gives you. RJ does just that, settles into the mid-range.
The eraser, the pass to the great. Here's Ramos. 6 on the shot clock. And it's the eraser missing.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Pass to Olynyk. Barrett with it. Back to Olynyk. The shot, no good. Shooting around 41%. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
Now here's Barrett. A reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game.
I'll tell you, he has looked just a step slow all game, but his teammates, boy, have they come through.
Here's Ramos. Inside, here's the great, and there's a 3-second violation.
3-second violation.
And midway through the season, here's a look at the Western Conference standings right now. They are holding down the #1 spot in the conference. Not a bad position to be in. Got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Deflected! Here's the eraser. Guarded by Barrett. The great. No good. And Brooks with a basket on the assist by Barrett.
And give Brooks credit. I mean, the defense put up a stiff challenge, and in the end, he gets the better of the matchup with great offense.
Here's Ramos. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Powell, and the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
The open shot by Brooks. Ramos pulls it in.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
The rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Ramos. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And so the ball out of bounds. Gilgeous-Alexander touched it last.
Checking in for your home team, Soto. Jordan Clarkson.
The eraser, the pass to the great. Lets it fly from 18. Good on the shot. The great's got this first basket of the night.
You know, that's a turnaround jumper, one of the toughest shots in the game to defend, and he pulled it off perfectly right there.
Brooks outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5.
Home team foul. Number 9. First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Outside Barrett. And here's Brooks. And he stepped on the line, so they turn it over. And let's take a quick peek at the point guards who have been extremely disruptive defensively in the third spot. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Swiping the ball involves so much. It's reading passing lanes, understanding the offense in general, and taking high percentage risk. They do all of that.
You know, I think that's the mentality they have when it comes to defending. Aggressive. They don't let up for 1 single second at that end of the floor, and they're always looking to cause you discomfort.
On target from range.
Looks like he's getting warmed up. Much better efficiency here in the second quarter.
Well, Grant, you've been the up-and-comer, but you've also played the role of the veteran. What's the key to that latter stage?
You know, B.A., your contributions as a veteran are felt just as much with your leadership as they are with your numbers. So sharing what you've learned with those younger players on the way up is so important.
Now here's Clarkson. He's got 10 over Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Mr. Incredible, and he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
The home team on D. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and rejected. Here's the break. Left block shot on the way, and that one's good. The eraser. Gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. Here's Alexander Walker. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Looking now at some numbers for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And all of a sudden, his 3-ball has left him. It's been a rough stretch for him the past 5 games. His percentage from downtown isn't near what it once was, but he's not going to give up. He'll try to get it going here today.
And he drops the first. Scrubs checked in for Brooks. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Shooting just 38% in this quarter. Clarkson passes to the eraser. Fires from deep. Scrub grabs the board. Shooting about 47%. A nice number. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Doesn't go that time. Shooting around 44%. Not bad. Gilgeous-Alexander against Clarkson. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Clarkson missing. Pass to Alexander. Blocked. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Down low. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Alexander's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, they don't waste any time on that inbound play. Very little the defense can do to react to that one.
Here's prime time. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Gotten 7 of 16 shots to go in the second. To the inside. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle.
Well, Jordan Clarkson loves the offensive end, and he's in the flow on that drive. That's nice.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling. How impressive has he been tonight, battling inside in the trenches?
To the left side wing. Here's prime time. And the 3 off target. Shooting just around 39% in the second quarter. Pass to Scrub. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists now tonight. Scrub's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Mr. Incredible. No good. A bit long that time.
Risky strategy here. I mean, shifting their offense more to the outside. We'll see.
It's good. Scrub's got 8. 1:43 left in the first half. Clarkson outside. Pass to the eraser. Launches a 3. Counted from distance. The eraser's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, Jordan Clarkson's improved his ability to run the offense. How about that pass, guys?
Here's Scrub. Lets it go from 11. And it's good for 2. Scrub's got 6 here in the quarter.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Clarkson against Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one's good. Clarkson.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot. Hot.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And Clarkson picks him up defensively. Shooting only 36% during the second.
And we think of Clarkson often as a scorer, but there, making the unselfish pass, just great work.
Here's Alexander Walker. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there? He sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This guy is such an explosive athlete. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes straight to the cup.
Pass to primetime. Here's Mr. Incredible. Knocks it loose. Here's Alexander Walker. And it's good from the elbow. Alexander Walker's got 8.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
And it's Jordan Clarkson with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Up by 7. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
58. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Checking out the visiting team. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
They wouldn't be ahead without the numbers they've gotten from the bench, providing major contributions, especially defensively. It's taken a lot of pressure off the starters. What a luxury to have a second unit that can produce.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Ice cold. Frigid from beyond the arc. The question
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Jordan Clarkson. What a contribution.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
They've got Junior, and it's prime time in at the three, the small forward. Guarded by Olynyk. Low block shot. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his fourth rebound in this one. They've got Kelly Olynyk. Dylan Brooks is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Barrett in at the two.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And the bucket is good. Barrett's got 6.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Here's primetime, guarded by Barrett. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Shooting efficiently, 50% so far. The floater, and the shot goes in. Give him 8 points now.
This guy's such an instinctive scorer. R.J. Barrett goes to the floater game.
The prodigy passes to primetime. Guarded by Olynyk. Rebound by Olynyk.
Home team foul.
Olynyk's got 5 rebounds tonight.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Now here's Barrett. He's covered closely. Counted. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
The prodigy passes to primetime. Up and in on the layup.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
Gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. For 3, Powell. It's rebounded by primetime.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Here's the prodigy. Brooks defending. Here's the eraser. And a miss there on the triple.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the mark from 16 feet.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense. Outstanding timing from Powell. Rises up for the forceful alley-oop.
Pass to the eraser. Junior against Powell. Junior passes to the prodigy. Here's the eraser. No good with the triple.
So disruptive defensively out beyond the arc.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
Back to Barrett. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Barrett's got 12 points in the game.
Oh, that's some big-time grit by R.J. Barrett. You want some contact on me, I can finish anyway.
Pass to the eraser. From downtown. Some solid defense from Barrett.
Well, after hitting one triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Ooh, poked away. Here's the prodigy, guarded by Barrett. Here's the eraser. Ooh, some solid defense from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Can't get anything to go this period. Seems like he's hit a wall.
Alexander, he's checked in for Olynyk. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Pass to Powell. And that one's drained from the low block. He's got 6.
We are talking about a 6'6" point guard. Shea has got a great view of the floor. What an easy pass.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Both teams will make substitutions. Gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Knocked loose, and they're on the run. Here's the machine, and buries the jumper to finish off the break. The machine's got 5 points in the quarter, shooting around 53%, a nice number.
Home team foul. Ramos.
Lou Dort, he's checked in for Alexander.
Third team foul. Checking in for the away team. Lugens Dort.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't hit from in close. Shooting a disappointing 38%. The machine, his shot is good. The machine's got 17 points.
If you give him any sort of space, he's gonna attack.
Knocked away. Pass to Ramos, and here's Clarkson. Brooks defending. Brooks against Clarkson. And he banks in the layup.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Clarkson against Barrett. Ramos, the pass to the machine. Right wing. Shot clock at 6. Clarkson for 3. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And your youth squad.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. All right, let's have a look at the leaderboard to see which team scored the most points off turnovers this past month.
They've done a great job using their defense to create for them on offense. Turn it over against this team, and you're going to be in trouble.
The home team on D. Here's Scrub. 10 points for him. Six to shoot. Driving inside, and he makes it on the layup. Scrub's got 12 points in the game. Gone 50% from the field in the third quarter. 8 of 16. Pass to the prodigy. Lets the 3 fly. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Here's Alexander Walker. The shot misses. Shooting at 45% of the game so far. Here's the machine. He's got 17. Pass to Ramos from deep three-point range. No good there. Shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. Here's Scrub. From outside, off the mark. Shooting 44% since the third quarter got underway. Here's the machine. Dort defending. Ramos, the pass to Thunder. Basket counts.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Goes to Dwight Ramos.
Here's Alexander Walker. Give him 8.
Home team foul. Ramos. Third personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Here's Scrub. He's got 12. Back to Powell.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
The jump hook. Thunder grabs the board. 3-point spread on the scoreboard. To the middle. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
.124 left to play in the third quarter here. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Nikhil Alexander Walker. 2 shots.
That one's off. Olenek's checked in for Powell. He hits the second from the line. Shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Clarkson passes to Mr. Incredible. And that one is stuffed right through.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Back to Olenek. Blocked! And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they're running. Here's Clarkson, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Kelly Olynyk.
This, to me, is when Clarkson is at his best. When he's pushing the action, being aggressive, it carries over to the rest of the team, guys.
At the line for 2, Jordan Clarkson.
And that one drops, so now they lead by 1. And so Clarkson nails both of them. Gone 8 of 15 in the third quarter. Here's Scrub. He's covered by Clarkson. It's stolen by Clarkson. And they turn it over. Stepped on the line that time. Pass to Dort. Here's Alexander Walker to the right side. Here's Scrub. Clarkson with the defensive effort.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Here's Mr. Incredible. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Shots blocked. Just 3 on the clock. Into the lane. Doesn't go for him. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Up by 4. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Jordan Clarkson, and it's Thunder in at the center position. And it's blocked, and they're able to recover. Shooting a solid 47%. Clarkson passes to the machine. And there's the slam! Dunk to finish it off.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch.
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Poke loose. It's stolen by Clarkson. Pass to Ramos. Here's the machine. Brooks defending. Here's Mr. Incredible. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Takes a 13-footer. Connects. The jumper drops. Barrett's got 10 points in just the second half.
The entire offensive arsenal of R.J. Barrett is on display.
Clarkson passes to Mr. Incredible. Clarkson against Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA doing his thing in close.
The defense can't be so relaxed at this stage of the game. Not against him.
I think he takes that kind of defense as a sign of disrespect, and he was more than happy to accept the challenge.
And here's the fast break. Here's Brooks. Clarkson grabs a miss. Clarkson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And so the ball out of bounds. Gilgeous-Alexander touched it last. On Thursday, and then on Saturday.
Some might look at this schedule and already mark off how many wins they'll get. But I think that's a mistake. You can never take a night off in the NBA. Even the ones you think will be easy are tough.
Here's Mr. Incredible. Dort defending. That one falls.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Clarkson. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the 4th. Brownlee. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
So both teams changing it up here. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, over that break I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Dort with a steal. Brooks outside. The rebound by the machine.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Shooting just 38% here in the 4th. Here's Brooks, and he goes in for the dunk.
Boy, wide open teammate, really pretty pass by Lou Dort. No hesitation there.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Shakes him, and the layup is up and in. Mr. Incredible's got 6 points in the quarter. Gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good with a layup. Gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. The Machine, the pass to the Prodigy. Here's the Machine. Brooks defending. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mr. Incredible. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Alexander. Tries to break his ice. Gilgeous-Alexander with the hammer.
This guy is so elusive with the ball in his hands. SGA just understands how to get off the dribble drive.
Here's Mr. Incredible. Dort grabs the miss. Dort's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Brooks. Misses from short range. Gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. Dort with a steal. And here they come. He pulls it. And he can't get that one.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Brownlee, 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And really strong at the line since the break.
Powell, he's checked in for Alexander. And so he hits both. Shooting about 47%. A nice number. And it's Jordan Clarkson with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Dort. Here's Barrett. He's got it. His 9th make out of 15 tries.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
Clarkson against Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now, Jordan Clarkson can be a little bit streaky at times, but right now this guy is on fire.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Jordan Clarkson with the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
The visitors with the ball. No good on the quick 3.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
The Machine, the pass to the eraser. Buries it from 3.
Well, that's his 2nd 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Pass to Powell. Now Barrett.
That's number 4 on him. He's still got a little wiggle room, but if he picks up a 5th, that could be a problem.
Dort outside. Kicks it out to Barrett. Takes a 3. Knocks down the triple. Barrett's got 21 points in the game.
He's delivering for his team when it matters most.
Clarkson passes to Thunder. Here's the Machine. The 3 is up. No good. It's Barrett on the wing. The rebound by the Machine. The Machine's got 4 rebounds now. Clarkson passes to the machine. Tipped. Powell with a steal. Clarkson against Dort. And Powell with the stuff.
That's about great concentration. Dwight Powell, under duress of the defense, finishes nonetheless.
Clarkson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Clarkson. Tight defense on him. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
Second team foul. At the line for your home team, Jordan Clarkson. One shot.
Shooting one.
And that one falls for Clarkson. Shooting 44% here in the fourth quarter. Barrett up top. Misses from close range. And they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
Jordan Clarkson showing the ability to put the ball on the deck and make a play.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Away team. And now, your dance team.
Let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jordan Clarkson.
And I'll tell you what, this was one easy pick for sure. From the start, he looked in total control for the entire game. It's incredible to see a player outperforming everyone else on the court.
I'll tell you what, for him, it doesn't get much better than this. Putting on an absolute clinic while the home fans went wild. Gilgeous-Alexander against Clarkson, and it's rejected. Here's the machine to the paint. That one no good. Oh, Lennox with some nice D. Pass to Barrett. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Ramos pulls it in.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Here's Mr. Incredible. Oh, great D that time from Powell. Here's Dort. Left side Barrett. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Powell passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries again. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Clarkson passes to Mr. Incredible. Here's Ramos. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Puts up a deep three. Knocks down the long J.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way. There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Guarded by Olenek. Powell pulls it in. Shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Here's Barrett. From down in the low post, it goes.
Good concentration from the man out of Toronto, Ontario, R.J. Barrett. Go ahead with the contact finish.
Pass to Mr. Incredible. Pulls up. 2 points. That one goes.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Did you see that? That was one of the best moves I've ever seen.
Picture-perfect execution. He was focused and refused to be denied. Ramos, the pass to Clarkson. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
He gets it in there.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a thirsty scorer, and if you concede the mid-range, he'll take it.
Misses there. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time.